All right, hi everyone. Welcome to a new video for Patreon. It looks like this week's winning topic is wild and weird theories for Kingdom Hearts 4. So, I have organized this into a numbered list of 7 because I didn't feel like doing 13. We're just going to jump right in. Number 1. So, as we all know, Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, Birth by Sleep, 3 to an extent, get final mix editions. In the case of 2 and 3, they got the Garden of Assemblage, with a bunch of data fights, all kinds of things, really big super boss to kind of really test your skills at the end of the game. So Kingdom Hearts 4 will get a final mix like a year or so later, or a Remind DLC, whatever. It'll include a new Garden of Assemblage with 13 new data fights. And you're like, well, who will they be? Will it be the organization? Will it be the new Lost Masters? Will it be, I don't know, Xehanort again? No. It's going to be 13 variations of Lion Pete. Now let me walk you through this. So first fight, regular Lion Pete, just walking around, not doing much. Doesn't attack you. It's a weirdly easy fight, very confusing. Second fight is Lion Pete, but the PS2 version. So the first fight was him in like Unreal Engine with more rendered fur, I guess. Second version is just his PS2 model, doing the exact same thing, not putting up much of a fight. It's very confusing for new players. But it's all a big build. It's a big build up for the drama. The third Lion Pete fight is the PS2 model, but he has normal Pete's attacks. So like he has like the bubble that makes him invincible, his little bowling ball, but he does it on 4 legs because he's, Lion Pete, the best character of all time. And so basically each fight adds more and more moves. Sometimes he's PS2 version Lion Pete, sometimes he's Unreal Engine Lion Pete with all the detail. And that just keeps going. It's very weird, but like amazing gameplay. Kingdom Hearts 2 Pierce are gonna love it. The gameplay is gonna be so fun and so good, and not Kingdom Hearts 3. Because that's what they want. And then when you finally get to the final form, and by the way, each one unlocks as you go. You don't have choice. It's just a rigorous campaign of destroying Lion Pete over and over and over again. And you're like, what FauxRetro? What's the context? Like, is it in the computer program like in Kingdom Hearts 3, or is it just like random fights you find like in Kingdom Hearts 2? I don't know. The final 13th Lion Pete fight is just him, but it's like, those biblically, if I could say the word, biblically accurate angels? It's that, but it's Lion Pete. So like he has eyes all over his body, he has wings now, so he's flying everywhere, just blasting lasers and everything at you, and it's impossible to beat. And I mean that literally, it's impossible to beat, because you know what? He's the ultimate character. You can't beat him. You can't beat him. It's fine. It teaches everyone to accept loss. It's a very powerful moment. It'll make everyone cry. It's going to be perfect. So that's my first theory for Kingdom Hearts 4. So my second part, and this is of 7, by the way, my second theory is all of the world, all the Disney worlds in Kingdom Hearts 4 are frozen. So we know that in Kingdom Hearts 3, the frozen world was everyone's favorite world. No one had any notes. They loved going up that mountain like 5-10 times. I don't remember. They loved it when Elsa sang "Let It Go" complete in the full 4-minute song. No notes. They especially loved the part where Anna was singing "Don't You Want to Build a Snowman," but also talking over it, so you couldn't hear what she was saying or the song. So everyone was just loved that. So every single world's going to be frozen, and so it's, in Unreal Engine, there's like the whole thing with Amora said like, oh, there's going to be less worlds now because I have to do more detail with quality over quantity. I'm like, oh, that's amazing. I love that. So we're going to have like 6 frozen worlds, each one taking place in like different points of the story. I know we did it in Kingdom Hearts 3, but we don't care. Who cares? First part is going to be Anna and Elsa as kids, and Sora's working as a diplomat for the castle, and he's on the ship. And it's a whole thing. Actually, just kidding. He gets on the ship, and that's the end of the first world. Second world is him on the ship with the king and queen. And then Sora dies at the end of that world, but it's fine because he's Sora, so he's fine. He's fine. He dies, but he's fine. Third world, it just goes through the whole story. And you're like, well, what about with just do Frozen 2? Like, we have Frozen 2. That's already a movie that's been made. People generally like it. Why don't you just do Frozen 2? No, we're just going to do Frozen again. People loved it so much in Kingdom Hearts 3, we're just going to do Frozen again. So that's my second theory. My third theory is the 100-acre wood. I love the 100-acre wood. I know not everyone loves the 100-acre wood. I love 100-acre wood. I am of the opinion that I feel like it was wasted in Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, what we had of 100-acre wood was fine, but it wasn't great. It could have been more. It felt tacked on. So we're going to be expanding on 100-acre wood, and like you're like, what can we do? Well, there's a lot of Pooh stuff we haven't pulled from yet. So like Kingdom Hearts 2, they kind of pulled from Pooh's Grand Adventure, The Search for Christopher Robin, where it's like they go into like the Crystal Cave and have to find Pooh. So in my idea, 100 Acre Wood gets expanded back to how it usually is, but it's actually adapting the Pooh classic VHS called Too Smart for Strangers. Now, if you're like, what's Too Smart for Strangers? What the hell is that? I'll tell you. It was a 1985 TV short where these beautiful puppets of Pooh and Piglet and various other friends did a PSA about children and how you should avoid strangers and be very, very smart about it. Tigger was there, Al was there. The puppets weren't disturbing at all. And, I just think this is the true next-gen step. Like, Kingdom Hearts 4 is looking a little more realistic. So, like, this is technically live-action Pooh. I think this is where we're going to go with it. Sora's going to show up. And as we know, with Unreal Engine so powerful, we can finally render Pooh and Piglet from Too Smart for Strangers, again, everyone's favorite piece of Pooh media, and render them accurately in Unreal Engine. So, like, all that felt, those unblinking bug eyes will be there, and we'll all it'll be so good. It'll be so good. And then, Sora will learn how to, Sora is fast to make friends, but, sometimes that kind of behavior can bite you in the butt a little bit, and some people are more dangerous and shouldn't be trying to be around them. So Pooh and Piglet are going to finally teach Sora, and not Donald and Goofy, they can't go in the book, fuck them. He's going to finally teach Sora how to, be too smart for strangers. If I remember right in the VHS, they say, tell the person no and run away. So they're going to have like this random, I don't know, let's make it Eeyore. I don't know. Eeyore will show up and be like, hey, Sora, want to hang out? And then Sora will have to press, oh, well, actually, it's going to be gameplay. There's going to be, because reaction commands are coming back. So it'll be a little triangle in the bottom left corner. It says no. So you'll press triangle, Sora will go, no, and run away. And that's 100 Acre Wood. Each chapter, each torn page will be a different lesson about being too smart for strangers. And you know what? It's good for the kids. It's a good lesson to learn to the kids to, avoid scary people who might be trying to kidnap them or whatever. So it's a good lesson to be learned. And again, Unreal Engine, PS5, Xbox Series X, we can finally render Pooh and Piglet and friends in all their puppety costume glory. And you know what? I just think that's nice. All right, number 4, my fourth theory for Kingdom Hearts 4 is that, first of all, Sora isn't the only playable character. Now, this has been true for other past games. We've played as Roxas, we played as Kairi, finally Riku, Aqua, Ven, Terra. We've played as a bunch of characters. So there's going to be 2 playable characters for Kingdom Hearts 4. It's not just Sora. It's going to be not Riku, not Kairi, not Mickey, not Strelitzia. It's going to be Yensid. Now, it's going to be its own section of the game. Like, you're in the main menu, and it's going to be like, continue game, load game, and then it's going to say bonus. And everyone's going to be like, ooh, bonus, what's that? And why is it available for me to play from the beginning of the game? I can't believe this. Scroll down, click on it, Yensid Sitting Simulator. So you're Yensid, just sitting in his chair in the mysterious tower, or whatever it's called, just sitting there. And every once in a while, a little fly will buzz by, and you press the triangle button, reaction commands again, and you swat the fly away. Every once in a while, one of the 3 good fairies comes in and says, hey, why are you keeping us prisoner? We're really hungry. What the hell's going on? And you press triangle to say, don't bother me right now. And it's just that over and over again. It goes as long as you want. And you're like, that sounds like a mobile game. It's like, no, it's not a mobile game because it's on consoles and you paid for it. So you just press triangle and you're just doing various things. And you're like, well, doesn't he get up at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3 and finally help them? Yeah, and this is plot specific. Like, this is canon to the story. In that he's exhausted after parting the waves of Heartless like Moses. He just needs to sit. Sometimes you just need to sit down, relax, breathe, and this will be the ultimate gameplay experience of that. And I think that's going to be one of the most exciting, unexpected features of Kingdom Hearts 4. Now, my next theory, number 5, again, it's 5 of 7. Number 5 is that, you know what? Kingdom Hearts 3, really divisive game. You know what? I loved it, but, I think everyone hated it. Let's just say it. I'll include myself. Why the hell not? Everyone hated Kingdom Hearts 3, so you know what? It's now non-canon. But you know what game everyone really loved? Kingdom Hearts 2. So, in order to appease the fans, because, the fans are always right. They never are incorrect about anything. Let's not even get into that. They're always right. Always right. Kingdom Hearts 4 is now a sequel to Kingdom Hearts 2, and the rest of the games are non-canon. Not just Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 1, Birth by Sleep, Recoded, 358 over 2 days. All of them non-canon. And you think, doesn't Days connect to 2? Shut up is my answer to that. So now everyone wants every game to be Kingdom Hearts 2. Every game should just be Kingdom Hearts 2. We hate anything that changes. We hate change. We hate new mechanics. We hate new gameplay. Every game should be Kingdom Hearts 2. F*** you. Reasonable opinions. So, yeah. Simple as that. Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be a sequel to Kingdom Hearts 2. We can see what the hell the organization's been getting up to, if they're still around. Maybe we'll finally resolve the Roxas stuff fully. Kingdom Hearts 4 is its direct sequel to Kingdom Hearts 2, and the rest of it doesn't matter. We hate it, you know? So that's my next theory. Number 6 is our second to last. This is my second to last theory for Kingdom Hearts 4. So sometimes you think about Metal Gear Solid, right? There's like these really long cutscenes to stop and explain things, but like it's always typically really gripping drama. So Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to be very fast paced. Things are happening, things are going, we're moving quick. It's really like a roller coaster. It's so fun. But I think at some point we're going to have to kind of settle down, chill out, and talk about stuff. So my next theory is that at some point in the game, I don't know when, we're going to stop for like a full 3 hours. It's going to be a 3-hour cutscene. Can't pause it. It's too important. How dare you try to stop watching this? A 3-hour cutscene. We're just going to be, what are we going to be talking about? We're going to talk about the history of the characters? No. Characters, plot, relevant, but not in this case. We're going to stop and talk about Einstein's theory of relativity and how that applies to the Kingdom Hearts world. And we'll even have like little motion captured Unreal Engine looking Einsteins. Maybe even Isaac Newton can show up, talk about gravity and quantifying it. So they're going to come out and just explain directly to us, the viewers, the gamers, not Sora necessarily. They're there, but like they're talking to us. They're looking at you like I'm looking at you right now. They're just there to explain the theory of relativity, and it all connects. And you're like, this doesn't make any sense. Why? What does this have to do with Kingdom Hearts 4? The theory of relativity, 3-hour cutscene, riveting shit. It's going to be so good. It all relates to Demix. Now, Demix is an organization member, also part of the new organization, Kingdom Hearts 3, and we're like, well, Kingdom Hearts 3 is not canon, so, he was in the organization in Kingdom Hearts 2. Remember Kingdom Hearts 2, the best game ever? Who cares about the rest of them? Demix is kind of laid back, and we don't know a lot of history about him. We've heard about other stuff from other characters, but again, not canon. But we're like, you know what? This theory of relativity conversation, this whole, like, people are going to be so annoyed, like, why is this theory of relativity cutscene going on for so long? It's because it's all going to pay off in the last 30 seconds when we realize that it might be, not 100% confirmed, it might be connected to Demix being the Master of Masters. It's all so important. So the 3-hour of cutscenes, just drawl, meandering, nonsense, all worth it because you know what? Someone's going to look at the camera, probably Mickey Mouse, and say, you know what? I bet you Demix is the Master of Masters. Cut to black, moving on. It's going to be an amazing cutscene. It's going to be amazing storytelling. It's going to be perfect writing. No notes. I have no notes for myself. I think it's amazing. Now, I'm no stranger in discussing the controversial nature of certain aspects of Kingdom Hearts, from people thinking it's too confusing or not enough Final Fantasy characters. So, like, speaking on that last one, my final theory for Kingdom Hearts 4 is, you know what? We all think Disney's for babies. We all hate Disney. Like, Kingdom Hearts, no. I play Kingdom Hearts for everything but the Disney stuff. I hate Donald, I hate Goofy, I hate Mickey Mouse. I hate everything Disney about Kingdom Hearts. So my last theory for Kingdom Hearts 4 is that, you know what, Disney for babies. So, zero Disney, no more Disney. I know I had previous theories, but we're checking them all out. So my final theory is that there's no Disney in Kingdom Hearts. It's just going to be Kingdom Hearts 4. Sora is in Quadratum. Strelitzia is there. He makes a few more like guy friends, so there's this little group. No Disney at all. It's just them in a car driving around. It's going to be open world. It's going to be so cool. Driving around, doing missions, upgrading your car to make it play more music. You can hunt for animals. You can go fishing. And it's all open world, right? And like, so you could stay like at a hotel at the end of the day, because there's going to be a day-night cycle because it's an open world game. You could stay at like a hotel or like a trailer or whatever. But you can also camp with your friends, like Strelitzia and all your new friends. You can camp. One of them cooks, and like sometimes you collect items around the way. And the friend who cooks is like, "Oh, I came up with a new recipe," and you're like, "Oh my god, what is it going to be?" And it's not going to be like a Disney Mickey waffle or anything, because we don't do Disney anymore. It's just a plain dry waffle, and it's the best thing you've ever seen rendered on Unreal Engine 5. And so you're just driving around, and like there's like some other stuff happening. Like sometimes there's like a CGI cutscene showing clips from a movie that no one ever watched. It makes no sense, but people are going to be telling you like, this is really important. This is an important story. You should go watch that movie. But it's like, well, why am I watching a movie? I want to play the game, and not. I would rather experience the full narrative in the game and not watch the movie. But that's just going to be the nature of Kingdom Hearts 4 because there's no more Disney. And yeah, it's going to be really, really cool. And like, there's going to be a villain with a little hat. It's going to be a fan favorite. And then there's going to be some DLC. I think this is such an exciting plan because I already have this in my head. I was like, oh, there's going to be DLC also. It's going to be like covering different characters that get screen time in the game, but not enough in my opinion. So we're going to like see like what were they doing for like the 30 minutes they weren't with the party. And then we'll get like a 7-hour DLC of just those 30 minutes when they were away from the party. But then they're going to cancel like the last bits of DLC because people weren't as interested in them. But that's okay because they got the experience there, and you can always watch that movie that no one watched. So that's my final theory for Kingdom Hearts 4. That's no Disney. It's a road trip with your friends, and you're camping and you're fighting monsters in an open world. No one will have any complaints about that.